Good morning, guys. In the last session, we discussed about what is elastic bean stack and what is serverless computing in the AWS cloud. So elastic bean stack will provide the platform to run our application. Instead of we are configuring the infrastructure to run our application, we can use that elastic bean stack and we can configure infrastructure. AWS will take care of the infrastructure. We can just upload the code and we can execute that code by using elastic bean stack. But the problem is that infrastructure, whatever AWS is providing, it will work based on pay as you go model. It will work based on pay as you go model. So even though nobody is accessing our application, we have to pay the bill amount for the AWS cloud. If nobody is using our application also, we have to pay the bill amount for the AWS cloud. All right. Then what we are going to do is here, instead of that, we can go with serverless computing. So what is the advantage with the serverless computing? Serverless computing means you run the application without thinking about the servers. So AWS will take care of the servers required to run your application. So you just create the Lambda function and you upload your code. Whenever the request comes to the Lambda function, then your code will be executed in a container. The advantage is this serverless computing will charge based on pay as you use model. It will charge based on pay as you use model. Okay, so pay as you use model, nothing but how much time your code will be executed. Only for that time you have to pay the bill. If your code is not executed, then you no need to do the bill payment. All right, so with this, for the developer, that how much knowledge required from the AWS cloud that we have completed. So we discussed about what is IT infrastructure. We discussed about what is IT infrastructure. Okay, can anyone tell me what is the meaning of IT infrastructure? Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of IT infrastructure, guys?
Whatever the resources we need to run our application.
Yes, IT infrastructure is nothing but the resources which are required to run our application, that is called as IT infrastructure. The resources which are required to run our application is called as IT infrastructure, like servers, network, database, storage, security, okay, backup. All these things are comes under IT infrastructure. This infrastructure we can manage in two ways. One is on-premise infrastructure. One is on-premise infrastructure. What is the meaning of on-premise infrastructure?
Maintain the other resources of our work.
Yes. So if you are maintaining the resources on your own, then it is called as on-premise infrastructure. There are challenges with the on-premise infrastructure. Challenges with the on-prem infra. Okay. So you need to take care of scalability. So you should be able to increase the resources. You should be able to decrease the resources. Okay. And you need to take care of the availability. You need to take care of the power, network, security, backup, availability. So a lot of challenges, lot of time, lot of money, lot of resources are required if you want to manage the infrastructure on your own. So to overcome that infrastructure, we are using cloud infrastructure. We are using cloud infrastructure. Nothing but we are going for cloud computing. Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of cloud computing? Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of cloud computing, guys? Come on. What is the meaning of cloud computing?
It's provide the IT.
Delivering IT resources through
Yes,
internet.
cloud computing is nothing but the process of delivering IT resources on demand basis with pay as you go model. Whatever the resources are required to run our business, instead of we are purchasing those resources, instead of we are managing those resources, we will take the help of cloud in order to manage our resources. Okay, instead of we are purchasing the resources, instead of we are managing the resources, we will take the help of the other companies to manage our infrastructure, which is called as cloud computing. Cloud computing, nothing but the process of delivering IT resources on demand basis based on pay as you go model is called as cloud computing. Can anyone tell me what are the advantages with the cloud computing? What are the advantages available with the cloud computing, guys? What are the benefits we are getting with the cloud computing?
It gives the IT infrastructure,
Yes,
Sir,
cost
it gets
availability,
it
it
gives the
gives us
servers.
network, power, storage.
Yeah,
security,
instead of
backup.
we are managing the infrastructure, they will manage the infrastructure for us. Instead of we are managing the infrastructure, they will manage the infrastructure for us, which is called cloud advantage, right? So instead of you are purchasing, instead of you are managing the infrastructure, infrastructure will be taken care by AWS cloud, right? Cloud computing advantages are there: less cost, pay as you go model, scalability. Whenever you want, you can take it. When you don't want, you can return it. When you want, you can take it. When you don't want, you can return it. Like that, there are several advantages available when we go for cloud computing. So there are several cloud providers available in the market. Okay, who are called as a cloud provider, guys? Who is called as a cloud provider?
AWS,
Yeah,
Microsoft.
the company which is giving the cloud resources for us is called as cloud provider. Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Salesforce. Like that, there are several cloud providers available in the market. So in this cloud providers, Amazon is the market leader. So we discussed about AWS cloud introduction. So AWS stands for Amazon Web Services. It is providing the resources through internet. So whatever the infrastructure is required for our business, that infrastructure we can take for rent from the AWS cloud. So AWS is providing, okay, AWS is providing infrastructure. AWS is providing infrastructure based on pay as you go model. So whatever the resources that are required for the company, whatever the resources are required for your business, those resources you can take from AWS cloud. Okay, so in the AWS cloud, we have seen AWS services overview. What are the services available in the AWS? What is the purpose of each service? 200 plus services available in the AWS cloud. So which service is required for your business, you can take that service and you can use that service. Okay, so there are several services available in the AWS, and we discussed about a concept called regions and availability zones. We discussed about a concept called regions and availability zones concept in the AWS. What is the meaning of regions and availability zones in the AWS? Can anyone talk about this? What is the meaning of regions and availability zones in the AWS?
So region is a geographical location and availability zones are nothing but data centers.
Yeah, region nothing but a geographical location where the AWS is maintaining their infrastructure. Okay, region nothing but a geographical location where AWS is maintaining their infrastructure. So in the world, at 33 places, the AWS is managing their infrastructure. In every region, multiple data centers also will be available. In every region, multiple data centers also will be available. What is the meaning of a data center, guys? What is the meaning of a data center? What is the meaning of data center? Data
Physically
center,
server network.
yeah, data
Where
center
servers are
is
managed.
nothing but the server room where AWS will maintain their infrastructure, that is called data center. Where AWS will maintain their infrastructure, that is called data center. So in the globe, 33 regions available, 33 regions available, and 100 plus data centers available for AWS cloud. So with this regions and availability zones concept, AWS is providing global infrastructure for the companies. So across the globe, in worldwide, 190 plus countries are using this AWS cloud infrastructure. Okay, 190 plus countries using AWS cloud infrastructure. Are you clear? Good. So we discussed about what is IT infrastructure, what is on-premise infrastructure, what are the challenges with on-premise infrastructure, what is cloud computing, what are the advantages with the cloud computing, what is cloud provider, AWS cloud introduction, AWS services overview, and we discussed about regions and availability zones concept. Then we discussed about a service called EC2 service. What is the meaning of EC2, guys?
Elastic computer.
Elastic
Create a
computer.
virtual machine.
Come on, what is the meaning of
To help
EC2?
to create a virtual machine.
Yes, EC2 is used to create virtual machines in the AWS cloud. EC2 create virtual machine in the AWS cloud. All right. So for project, several virtual machines are required, right? So we need to create EC2 machine to store the logs of our application. We need to create EC2 machine to run the Docker. We need to create EC2 machine to create Jenkins per server, Kubernetes, SonarQube, Nexus. So several tools we are going to use to run our application in the real time. So to manage all those servers, we need virtual machines in the cloud. That's where we are going to use EC2 service in the AWS cloud. So in this EC2, we discussed about AMI concept. We discussed about instance types in the EC2, and we discussed about key pair concept. We discussed about security groups concept. We discussed about load balancer, and we discussed about auto scaling group. So when you are creating virtual machine in the AWS cloud, we need to select the AMI. AMI represents the configuration which is required for our machine, and instance type T2 micro, T3 medium, large, X large instances available. Okay, so here we are using AMI, Amazon machine image, okay, which represents the type of machine that you want, Amazon Linux or Ubuntu Linux, what type of machine you want, you can take that. Instance types I have given, okay, T2 micro machine, 1 GB RAM. So that is 750 hours free monthly that we are going to get. Next one, key pair. So public key, private key, PEM file will be available, which is used to connect with our machine securely. Okay, key pair, a combination of a public and private key, which is used to connect with our machine securely. And the next one, security group, firewall rules will be available. Inbound and outbound rules we are going to manage by using that security groups. Load balancer, if you run your application only in one machine, then that load will be difficult to manage. So to overcome this problem, we are going to deploy our application in multiple machines. So when we deploy the application in multiple machines, then load can be distributed. And we can have high availability for our application. So instead of giving 100 kg weight for one person, if you distribute it to 4 people, easily they can carry. If you give 100 kg weight for one person, they cannot carry. So that's why what we need to do, we need to distribute that work to multiple people. All right, next one. Auto scaling group.
Networking.
Next one is auto scaling group. Auto scaling group, nothing but, so we don't know how many servers that are required to run our application. So that's why we are going with the auto scaling group. When you go with the auto scaling group, it will identify the traffic. And it will decide how many servers are required to run our application. Okay, it will identify the traffic and it will decide how many servers are required to run the application, and it will spin up the server. That means it will scale up and scale down the servers based on the traffic that we are getting. It will scale up and scale down the servers based on the traffic we are getting. So that is the EC2 service in the AWS. Then next one, there is a service called RDS service available. So what is the meaning of RDS, guys? What is the meaning of RDS?
Manage relational database in the server.
Yes, RDS stands for Relational Database
Database
in the
service.
AWS cloud. RDS stands for Relational Database in the cloud. Okay, so what are the challenges are there if you use database in your system? If you use database in your system, then what are the challenges available, guys?
We purchase the license, we need a
You need to install the database, you need to purchase the license, okay, and you need to manage the database, you need to take care of the security, you need to take care of the security, you need to take care of the backup, you need to take care of the lot of stuff you need to take care when you are managing the database on your own. When you are managing the database on your own, you need to manage all these things. All right. Okay. Next one. Here, if you go with the cloud database, AWS will manage our database. You just pay the money based on pay as you go model. How many hours you use the database, for that you pay the bill. Okay. The remaining management stuff, administration stuff will be taken care by AWS cloud. Next one, we discussed about one service called IAM service. What is the meaning of IAM service in the AWS, guys? What is the purpose of IAM service in the AWS?
Creating the users and groups.
What is the purpose of IAM service in the AWS?
It is used for role management.
Yes, IAM stands for Identity and Access Management. IAM stands for Identity and Access Management. It is used to manage the users, user groups, user roles in the AWS cloud. So in the AWS, two types of accounts will be available. One is called, in the AWS, two types of accounts will be available. One is called root account, another one is called IAM account. Root account is a powerful account that is used to manage everything in the AWS. Okay. Once you log in into the AWS, you can access everything available in the AWS cloud by using root account. But in the real time, for our day-to-day activities, root account should not be used. For our day-to-day activities, we are going to use IAM account only, right? We can create the IAM user, we can give the console access, and we can give the programmatic access. What is the difference between console access and programmatic access, guys? What is the difference between console access and programmatic access?
Console access through Gmail and use
through
password.
the web.
But
Console access and programmatic access. What is the difference?
console access through web, through Gmail ID and password. But
Console access,
access. And
console access nothing but through web browser you can log in into the AWS cloud to manage the infrastructure. Programmatic access means through Java project you can communicate with the AWS cloud. By using Terraform also you can communicate with the AWS cloud. So IAM, users, groups, policies, rules will be available in the IAM. The next one, we discussed about S3 service in the AWS. Okay, what is the meaning of S3, guys? What is the purpose of S3?
Storage service.
Okay.
It is used for store binary
advantage of S3
form of data.
Retrieving the data
We can
and storage in the data.
Yes, S3 is basically used for unlimited storage in the AWS cloud. S3 is basically used to store unlimited data in the AWS cloud. So if you want to store any files, binary files, then basically we are going to use S3 buckets. In that S3 buckets, we can store objects. Then we can do static website hosting also. So S3 stands for Simple Storage Service, which is used to store unlimited data in the AWS cloud. So if you go for S3, it is used to store unlimited data in the AWS cloud. All right. Here, buckets concept will be available. You can create multiple buckets. In every bucket, you can upload multiple objects also. Object nothing but a file. Object nothing but a file. And here we can do static website hosting. Here we can do static website hosting. So what is the meaning of this static website? If you have some basic HTML files, then we can host those basic HTML files as a website by using this Amazon S3 service. S3 stands for static website hosting concept. All right. So then when to go for S3, when to go for RDS, guys? When to go for S3, when to go for RDS?
When binary data is available, we can go through S3. When text data is available, go to RDS.
Can you come again?
When you go for the binary data, go for the S3.
Yes, sir. So in our project, we will have two types of data. In the projects, we will have two types of data. So text data will be available and binary data will be available. Text data we are going to store into database. Text data we are going to store into database, and binary data we are going to store into S3. Whenever we store one object into S3, it is going to give the URL. That URL we are going to store into database table. I have given one assignment also to store the course details. Course image should go to S3. Course data should go to our normal database. Okay. After this S3, we discussed about one service which is called Beanstack service. We discussed about elastic Beanstack service. So what is the purpose of this elastic Beanstack service, guys? What is the purpose of this elastic Beanstack service? Any idea?
It is automatically created the infrastructure of the.
Yes, instead of we are managing the infrastructure, we can take the help of the Beanstack. Instead of we are managing the infrastructure, we can take the help of Beanstack. If you just upload the code, okay, then it will take care of the infrastructure in order to run your application, which is basically called as platform as a service. Platform as a service. Okay, so that means if you just upload the code, whatever the infrastructure is required for your application, they will create the infrastructure. For the resources, they will charge based on pay as you go model concept. Whether your application is executing or not, whether customers are accessing your application or not, that does not matter. So hourly basis, the bill will be generated. If your business is running, no problem. If your business is not running, then definitely you are going to lose, because you have to pay the bill even though your business is not running. So to overcome that problem, we are going to use a concept called serverless computing. So can anyone tell me what is the meaning of serverless computing?
We need to.
What is the meaning of serverless computing?
Whenever we upload the code into the serverless computing, we don't need to thinking about the servers.
You can
To run the application without thinking about. We run the application without thinking about the servers.
Yes. Serverless computing, nothing but you run your code without thinking about servers. So if you want to run your application, you no need to bother about the server. AWS will take care of the server in order to run your application, which is called serverless computing. Then we have seen AWS Lambda concept. And another difference, guys. So when you go for EC2 or Beanstack, the payment is pay as you go. Hourly basis payment will be available. But when you go for serverless computing, the main advantage is pay as you use. Pay as you use. Pay as you use. This is the main advantage when you go for serverless computing. So to work with serverless computing in the AWS cloud, there is a concept called Lambda concept is available. So by using Lambda, we can run our application. Whenever the request comes to the Lambda, then our code will execute. If the code is executed, then only bill will be generated. If code is not executed, then bill will not be generated. Are you clear with my point? Are you clear with my point?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So as part of our AWS cloud classes, these are the topics we have learned. What is infrastructure? What is on-premises infrastructure? What are the challenges with on-prem infrastructure? What is cloud computing? What are the advantages with cloud computing? Who are called as a cloud provider? So what is AWS cloud? When it started? What are the services available in the AWS cloud? How to create account in the AWS cloud? What is regions and availability zones in the AWS cloud? How to create virtual machines in the AWS cloud by using EC2? How to work with RDS in the AWS cloud? How to work with IAM in the AWS cloud? How to work with the S3 service in the AWS cloud? What is Elastic Beanstalk? What is serverless computing? How to work with AWS Lambdas in the AWS cloud? Okay, so these are the concepts we have learned in the AWS cloud. Now, let us see a concept called billing overview. Okay, so in the AWS, everything is not free of cost, guys. Some free services available and some paid services available. So when you use some paid service, for example, you created a database like RDS, you forgot to delete the RDS, then hourly bill will be generated for your database. You created some database in the AWS cloud and you forgot to delete the database. Or for example, instead of T2 micro machine, if you use some T2 medium or T2 large machine, then definitely bill will be generated. Okay, so how to check the bill amount in the AWS cloud? And here one more thing that we need to remember, even if you use some paid service also, you no need to pay the bill amount, and AWS will not deduct the amount from your card directly. You no need to do the payment, and AWS will not deduct the payment from your card directly. So if the bill is generated for your account, AWS will send you the reminder to do the bill payment. AWS will send you the reminder to do the bill payment. If you don't pay the bill amount, your account will be deactivated. That's it. So we have given our credit card or debit card details to the AWS, but still, if the bill is generated, AWS will not do auto deduction. AWS will not do auto deduction. You have to pay the bill amount from your card. You have to pay the bill amount from your card. Are you clear with my point? You have to pay the bill amount from your card, then only the bill will be paid. Otherwise, the bill amount will not be paid. Okay, and if you don't pay the bill amount, then AWS will send the reminders and AWS will block your account. Okay, here there is an option, guys. If a bill got generated for our account, we can talk to AWS support team to make our bill amount as a 0. Okay, if a bill got generated, then we need to talk to the support team. We can make the bill amount as 0. Okay, can anyone share the screen so that I will show you how to talk to the support team to make the bill amount as 0?
Yes, Ashok, I will share.
Your name, sir?
Kannan.
Janardhan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm giving the co-host, Janardhan. Can you please share your screen?
Yes, I'm sharing.
Yes, sir.
It is
Yeah.
slow.
So, guys, 1 minute. So, all of you observe this. 1 minute, guys. So, Kannan, can you unmute your mic? Yeah. So, guys, see here. We logged in into our AWS cloud account. So, click on your profile. Then select billing and cost management. In this billing and cost management, we can see how much bill amount got generated for our account. Okay, you just click on that option, billing and cost management. Then it will show the billing dashboard. So what are the services we have used in the AWS cloud, how much bill got generated for those services, we can see that in the billing page. It is taking time to load.
Yes. I think it is taking time for me. I'm not sure why it is.
I think you got signed out from the AWS, sir. Wait a minute. Let's re-log into the AWS cloud. Yeah, sign in again. Can you close the other tabs available in the Chrome browser? Yeah, close all the other tabs. Yeah, and can you press Control Shift B? Can you press Control Shift B in your keyboard? Yes, fine. That's it. Good. It is not loading for you.
I think it is slowed from today morning. Actually, just now I started.
Okay, you stop that, man. I will do the screen share.
Yeah, okay.
I will explain. From my account, I will share. So guys, 1 minute. I'm trying to log in into my AWS cloud account. Yeah. Is my screen visible for everyone? Please confirm in the chat box. Is my screen visible? Please respond in the chat box. Is my screen visible? Yes. So I logged in into my AWS cloud account. So here, go to your account profile. So once you click on your profile, it will show you an option called billing and cost management. Click on billing and cost management. In this page, you can see what all the services we have used and how much bill got generated for our account. So bill will be generated on monthly basis, guys. Month end we have to do the bill payment. Month to date cost $0.22. Very less amount is available here because we have not used paid services as of now in this account. So the bill amount is very less here. Now for this also, you can send the request to the AWS support team. Suppose if you use a paid service, then your bill amount will be displayed here, right? Then how to talk to the support team to make our bill amount as a 0? So first, when you are going to make a request to the support team, first of all, what all the resources that you have created in the AWS. For example, you have created some EC2 instances in the AWS cloud account. Then you need to delete all the resources. EC2 instances available, right? You go to the EC2 instances, you select them and you terminate them. So what all the resources are available in your account? All the resources you have to terminate before sending the request to the support team. So I have 3 EC2 instances in my account. I have terminated all those instances. And you check, are you using any database in the RDS service in the AWS cloud? If any database is available, then you need to delete. So currently DB instances are 0. EC2 instances also terminated. So I'm not using any resource in the cloud now. Then once you have deleted all the resources in the account, then here there is a support center option is available. So after bell icon, can you see one question mark symbol? This is a support option. By using this option, we can talk to AWS support team. All right. Now click on this support option, go to support center. In the support console, we need to create a case. Okay, this is related to account and billing. If you are facing any technical challenges, then you can choose this technical option. Here we are talking to the support team regarding our account and billing. So select this option. Then once you select that option, click on create case option. Once you click on create case, they are asking how we can help. Choose the related issue for your case. My issue is related to billing. Select this account and billing. service. So here I'm going to use billing as a service category. I'm going to use a consolidated billing as a category. I'm selecting accountant billing and service billing, category consolidated billing, severity a general question. Go to the additional information. In the additional information, they're asking subject and description. Why you want to create a case with the support team? The subject is bill waive of request. So the subject is bill waive of request. Hi team. Hi team. I am new to AWS cloud. I'm new to AWS cloud and I'm exploring AWS services for learning purpose. So could you please waive off my bill amount and please provide some free credits to learn AWS services. Thank you. So like this, you can write the description why you are creating request with support team. Bill waive of request. Whatever the bill amount is generated, I want to make my bill amount as a 0. Whatever the bill amount is available, I want to make the bill amount as 0. And I want to get some free credits from the AWS to use the paid services like $300, $500 free credits they will give. With those free credits, you can use paid services also for 1 month of time. Okay, then click on solve now or contact us. Now here there are several options available. Solve now or contact us. Go to the next step. So here 3 options are there. So do you want to get the response within 24 hours from the support team? Do you want to get a phone call to your number? Or you want to chat with the AWS support person? Click on chat option and click on submit so that immediately AWS cloud support person will join for the chatting and we can discuss with that person and we can solve our issue. Click on submit. So when you click on submit, a chat window, support team chat window will open like this and the support team person will join for the chatting. Then he will check our account details and they will do the needful for our request. An associate will be with you shortly, right? So here, once they join, then we can tell them what we are expecting from them. Then they will review our account. They will see what all the resources we are using in the account. They will ask us to delete the resources what we are using. Then they will make our bill amount as a 0. And they will provide some free credits also. With those free credits, you can use some paid services also in the AWS cloud for your learning purpose. And this technique will work 1 or 2 times, not every month. Yeah, still it is waiting. Yep, guys, now you can see Nilesh has joined the chat, ready to chat in just a minute. So he is a support person member. Then we can type our message here. Assist you today. While I review your case details, would you please share your name with me? Hi, this is Rajesh. So I'm sending my request to this support member. So whatever the bill amount is generated, I want that bill amount to waive off so that I want to make my bill amount as 0 and I want to get some free credits from the AWS cloud to explore the services. So we can see what they will do. Yep, they are checking our account. They will review our account and they will update us. And make sure before you are talking to the support person, you delete all the resources you have. So whatever the EC2 instances you created, whatever the database that you created, S3 buckets that you have created, all the resources you have to delete. Still we are waiting for the response from support person. Guys, still we are waiting for the response from him. So it is taking time. Guys, now you check it. We got the response from the support person. Have you deleted the active resources? That means whatever the resources that we are created, those resources we have to delete. Then they will accept our request. If the resources are not deleted, they will ask you to delete the resources. So before sending the request itself, I have deleted the resources. The response is slow. Yeah, waiting for the response. The response process is very slow, guys. Guys, meanwhile, any questions, anybody? I think they are taking a lot of time to respond. Meanwhile, anybody having any questions?
Sir, in every month end we have to do this.
They will accept for 1 or 2 times, not every month.
Sir, before generating bill itself,
Yeah, 1
can we
minute,
ask
guys.
for
1 minute,
okay.
guys. We got the response from them. They're saying that charges were caused due to T2 medium machine and RDS backup storage. So T2 medium is not free cost, okay, and RDS backup is not free of cost. So because of these things, the bill got generated. So this is not covered under your 12 months free tier benefit. That's why the bill amount got generated. Okay, and I have deleted those instances and database now. So mostly there is an active RDS storage. Please delete it. So they are saying that some RDS storage is available. We need to delete that. RDS snapshots. Yeah, there is one snapshot available. Whenever we delete the database backup got created. That backup also we have to delete. Delete the snapshot. When we delete the database, it will ask you to take the backup of the database in the form of snapshot. I have deleted that. Yes. So that's why whatever the resources you created, you check all of them and you delete them before talking to the support team. This is the snapshot. It was there. Now I have deleted that snapshot.
So if we get the bill like $100, they will waive?
Yes, they will waive off. So 1 or 2 times they will do this, sir. Not every month.
Okay.
1 or 2 months they will do it, and they will give some free credits for you. Using those free credits, you can use some paid services also.
Sir, Ashok sir, one small doubt with respect to technical.
Yeah.
Whatever images we were uploading to S3 bucket, whenever we were displaying them on web page, they were not getting displayed. If we are making them public accessible, then they were getting displayed.
Yes, sir. Correct.
Is there any way we can do it on automated manner?
No.
Sir, in AWS for MongoDB having any services?
Sorry, sir.
Sir, MongoDB in AWS for MongoDB having any services? Sir?
Can you come? MongoDB, there is no direct service for the MongoDB in the AWS cloud.
There is a DynamoDB, right, Ashok?
Yes, sir. DynamoDB, that is NoSQL database.
Means the dynamic DBs act like MongoDB, right?
Correct. It's not MongoDB, sir. It's kind of NoSQL database. For MongoDB, there is no direct service in the AWS. If you want MongoDB, then you take one EC2 instance, then you install MongoDB in that. If you want a NoSQL database, DynamoDB service available in the AWS cloud.
Okay. Otherwise, we need to manually install in the EC2, right?
Sir, one more thing. I saw from tomorrow another JRTP batch is going to start.
I will confirm on that, sir. I will confirm on that. I will give the information related to that.
No, the timing is same at 7 a.m.
Yes, sir. That is what I will confirm on that. So we don't have class for next 2 days. So we'll take the demos for those 2 people. Then they will attend our JRTP only.
Okay.
I will give the task for the next 2 days, guys. So I will give you my Docker classes for Docker classes that I'm going to share. You guys need to prepare. So that means that class will happen in the Zoom only. So the next 2 days, so I will not be available in the live session. So there are 2 options available. So if you want to take the videos and if you want to watch for next 2 days, that is fine. Or else if you want to join at 7 o'clock, I can play that video in the Zoom. So which option you want?
Provide videos, better.
Better, okay. And again, anyhow, I will cover that Docker in the class also. But these 2 days, I want to give you that task. So tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we don't have a live session. So please go through the Docker videos and practice it before coming to next session on Saturday.
Sir, or else can you provide some assignment on the topics we have covered? It's
Yes,
better.
sir. So whatever the AWS Linux topics you have learned now, based on that, you are going to work on the Docker. Yeah, guys. So we got the response from them. Thank you for confirming. So I think so they will do the needful now. But response, I have never experienced this much slow response from the AWS. This is the first time.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, guys. So any other questions, anyone?
So after deactivation, if we pay, will the account be reactivated?
Yes. Once your account got deactivated, they will ask you to do the payment. If you do the payment, then your account will be activated once again.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, so can we add AWS in our resume?
Yes, sir.
If
You
so,
can happily
what
you can
what
add.
question? No, but what question interviewer will ask about
So they
AWS?
will ask you how you will communicate with the S3 bucket, how you will do your daily operations in the AWS cloud, what type of EC2 machines are using in your project.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I have a
Okay.
question. Like what I have been faced in the interview, like which approach is the best approach to connecting the AWS machine for the serverless or the code, Java code based?
I did not get your question, sir.
So like they're asking the which approach you are following to connecting the AWS, the best approach.
For what purpose? So connection means, do you want to log in into the AWS
Java
cloud and you
application.
want to see the services, or what is your requirement?
They're asking like for the Java application through you are connecting or the serverless computer, like.
You can say that both. I have an IAM account. I can log in into my IAM account through console and I can see the services. And by using Java application also, we are connecting to upload the object into S3. You can say that.
Okay, sir. Okay, okay. Like both approach for the
Yes,
based on the
yes.
requirement.
Yes, correct.
Okay, sir.
So how many years of experience we can keep for AWS?
So you can say that 1 year experience in the cloud.
Okay.
Even in
And
1
this
year,
is
you
not,
can't
and
expect
this
too
is
many
not
things.
complete AWS, guys. So whatever is required for the developer, that I have covered. Our main target is not AWS cloud. So as a Java developer, how to use AWS cloud, that is what we have learned. You got my point?
Yeah.
Sir, like you are uploading some document in the S3, like that, can you share some more examples on the real time? What is happening?
Sir, I told you, right? Any project which is dealing with the files data, like movie files, audio files, video files, candidate resumes, all these things will be stored into S3 only. If you take Naukri, your profile picture will be there, your resume will be there. They will store in the S3. The remaining all the data they will store in the database table.
Ashok sir, what is EFS sir in AWS?
It is a shared file system, sir. When you want to share one file with multiple EC2 instances, then you will go with EFS.
Okay. NAT gateway?
That is part of networking in the AWS VPC service.
Okay, okay.
Sir, how much we have been completed in our project? So in the AWS part and sufficient for the Java developer, right, sir?
That's more than sufficient, sir.
Okay, sir.
Ashok sir, what is CloudWatch?
That is also a sir. There are 200 services available in the AWS. CloudWatch is also one service in the AWS which is used to monitor the resources.
Okay.
Yeah, so actually, yesterday we discussed, right? I think we asked like we can do an overview of the.
Sure, sir. I will do that. I will do that.
The overview of I think VP subnet about the how the data flow.
Sure.
So you'll take.
I will make one video on that, sir. Basically, it will take 1 to 2 hours of time to explain what is VPC. I will make one video on the VPC part.
Okay, as a part of this course, right? So
yes.
this.
Yeah.
So later you will plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So one more thing, actually, I think Angular when you because I have to review the JavaScript basics. When you will start Angular, any tentative?
Yes, sir. Mostly today or tomorrow I will confirm the date, sir. Actually, the problem is our Angular trainer. Actually, we are supposed to start 1 week back only, but we have seen that Angular trainer father got expired.
Okay.
And it's been 15 days. And today, another surprising news. Just 5 minutes back, I have seen his mother also expired today morning.
Oh, okay.
So now we can't ask him to take the classes. So now I need to look for other faculty now.
Okay. Okay.
I will update you by today. Also, I discussed with that trainer. So I think he will not be available for next 15 days. So we can't ask him to take the classes also in this bad situation. So we'll look for alternate.
Yeah. So one more thing. So tomorrow, day after tomorrow, you're going to start a new batch to give overview, right, for 2 days.
Yes, sir. So for those 2 days, I want to give an update on this. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we don't have classes. I will give the assignment for these 2 days. We'll have the next class on Saturday.
Yeah, one more thing, because I also joined late, just 4
Yeah,
classes.
if anybody missed the demo session, they can join for that. Just overview. What is JRTP? What is the prerequisite? What is the
I want because I started joining after 15 class only. So initial thing. So I will speak with Shilpa and I will join.
Sure, sir. Sure. So the
Hello,
regular
sir.
people, you don't need to join the class tomorrow and day after tomorrow, because tomorrow we have a new demo session. Okay, from Saturday we'll continue. For these 2 days, I will give the task for you.
Sir, Ashok sir, in Angular, every concept would be covered or whatever we require for Java?
No, sir. It's complete Angular course we are going to provide.
Okay.
What is
Total
prerequisite
45
for
days course
Angular?
will be there for Angular.
Prerequisite for Angular, so I will cover in 15-20 days.
Prerequisite for the Angular is basics of HTML, CSS, JavaScript.
So
Sir, which version we are using Angular?
16 or 17, anything is fine. Currently, in the latest in the market is 18.
So you'll take Angular and React. Anything you will?
No, sir. Angular we are giving, sir, not React.
Okay. So
Sir, once Angular got completed, then how much experience on the full stack we can add?
You can keep 3 years experience as a full stack developer, because we are doing one complete project, right? You can keep 3 years experience. And guys, so what is your feeling? Because almost we completed 25 classes. So 27th June batch started. Today is 24th July, almost 1 month of time. In this 1 month, we completed Linux topics as well as AWS topics. Okay. So do you feel, is there any use of these topics?
Yes, Ashok.
Yes,
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
So are you feeling like you are working as a DevOps engineer now?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So we are
This
feeling
Linux, and generally guys, if you want to learn this 1 month Linux and AWS, institutes are charging 8,000 rupees separately. If you want to learn the Linux and if you want to learn the AWS, maybe they will explain 3-4 services extra in the AWS cloud, like VPC, that CloudWatch, and that DynamoDB and all, and they will charge 8,000 rupees only for the AWS cloud. Okay, here you are getting this Linux AWS cloud for free of cost. And Angular, separately they will charge 8,000 for Angular, but here Angular complete course you are getting for free of cost. So the JRTP is like a full meals for you. So you are paying for one course, you are learning 4 courses. So utilize this opportunity.
Yeah, okay, sure. So regarding the Maven, I think SonarQube, Jenkins also, you will think it will be there, right?
Yes, sir. All the tools, 20 plus tools will be there in this course.
Will be there in that one.
Yep.
Okay.
So you just realize our JRTP syllabus. So not only project you are learning AWS, you are learning Linux, you are learning microservices, you are learning Angular completely, and you are implementing mini projects, and you are implementing one e-commerce project on your own. So once you do this JRTP course properly with a lot of practice, then definitely this will help you to get a good job.
When we will start for the interview, sir?
Once the major project is started, once the major project architecture I have explained, then you can start for the interviews. So I mean, after 1.5 months, you can start. 1.5 months or 2 months.
Sure, sir, because some of the real-time questions.
And the people who don't know Spring Boot, so from tomorrow, Spring Boot is also starting at 9:30. Anybody don't know Spring Boot, they can join for the Spring Boot microservices batch also at 9:30. Okay.
Ashok sir,
yeah.
The tools which are discussed, 20 tools, we are explaining fully, or what are we required?
No, sir. Completely from installation to till using in the project, we are going to learn.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
We are going to learn the tools completely.
So,
yeah, hi.
So is Angular included in Java full stack, or it is separate one?
No, so JRTP is also part of Java full stack, right? If anybody join Java full stack, they will get the JRTP. In the JRTP, Angular also we are giving.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, one doubt.
Yeah. Hi.
Sir, did we cover Kubernetes?
Yes, sir. Docker Kubernetes we are going to cover.
Sir, is there any way to get access to the backup videos of previous batch?
No, sir. You will get confused. Don't do that. You take the current batch.
No, actually, I may not get. I would
You
like to
talk to
learn,
admin team. Send an email. They will talk to you personally.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I want to
send an email to the admin team. They will give the response.
And one more doubt, sir. The content will be same, right? For every
yes, sir.
batch?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Sir,
I will check with the
sir,
admin team.
I would like to have some material from core Java to till Spring Boot, including Java versions till 17, sir. Is it possible to get any notes from our institute?
Sir, hard copy materials available, sir, for core Java and advanced Java. For Spring Boot, I'm preparing that. Currently, it is not ready.
Yeah, because
the problem with the Spring Boot is for every 2 months version is changing, then so many classes are getting duplicated.
Oh.
So we can't fix a material for the Spring Boot.
Yesterday, I reached out to Amirpet in one of the Xerox center. They informed that 3 chapters would be included for 11 and 17, but those were not available in that note, sir.
Okay, yeah. So you can come to our institute, sir. There is a book available in the institute. You can take from our institute.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, one question. In project we are using EC2. So what are the use cases generally in our real-time project?
Servers, Docker servers, Kubernetes servers, Jenkins servers, SonarQube, Nexus, all these softwares will install on the EC2 machines only.
Yeah, for managing the application.
Yes, whatever the infrastructure is required, whatever the softwares, what are the tools we are using, all the tools we will set up on the EC2 machine only.
And in how we are deploying project into AWS?
That we will discuss in the class, sir. By using Jenkins CI/CD pipelines, we are going to do that.
Sir, why we use the ECR?
ECR is used to store the Docker images, sir. ECR is basically a registry, Elastic Container Registry, which is used to store our Docker images.
Okay, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yep.
So in case we don't use RDS for database, what is the process to communicate with the database, the installing database in our local system to the application that we deployed in the server?
So there should be a LAN connection, internet connection should be there. Using that IP address, you can connect. In which machine your database is running, that machine IP you need to configure instead of localhost.
Okay, sir.
Sir, what is the duration for the Angular session, sir?
30 to 40 days, sir.
Okay.
30 to 40 days it will be there.
Yes, sir. Got it. Thank you, sir.
Sir, here the AWS support, there is a person village or a machine.
No, a person. That's why this much slow response. But this is first time I'm getting this much slow response. Almost more than half an hour they have taken. At 7:53 we have started. It's almost 8:30 now. But I have never seen this much slow response from the support team in the AWS. Maybe they are busy.
Yeah, Ashok, one thing. I think for the
Yeah.
many projects, you will, I think we will do only Spring Boot or thing with Angular or AWS something.
No, sir. Too many projects I will do with only Spring Boot. Major project I will do with the Angular.
Okay. Is
Sir,
it possible to give one
Guys,
assignment?
and one more thing, I will share our Java real-time project poster. Please circulate with your friends and please keep it as your WhatsApp status so that it will reach more people. Okay, I will send that poster for you. So please send that poster to your friends, guys.
Okay, sure.
Please send it to your friends who is looking for that. They can join for that course. Could you please keep that as your status?
Yeah, okay, sure.
Yes, sir, sure.
Okay, sure.
Sir, do we have Apache Flink in this course?
Apache?
Flink.
No.
If not, do we have any upcoming works?
No, sir. First of all, I don't know that.
Okay. Why? Because in my current project we are using it. I just want to know.
So guys, 1 minute. I got the response. I have reached out to the service team and they have provided the billing adjustment. Immediately process the billing adjustment, $0.22 for the month of July. These credits will apply to the bill generated so far and make it 0. So whatever the bill is available, they made our bill amount as 0. Okay, good. So this is the process that you can follow to waive off your bill amount, guys. So whatever the bill that you got in the AWS, you don't need to pay. You can make your bill amount as 0 by using this approach. Good.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Yeah, and this technique will work 1 or 2 months. Okay. Yeah, they're asking, do you want any free credits to practice AWS, right? Yes.
Very
that means
nice.
they will give you some $300 or $500. One of the program support teams so that they can best assist you. AWS does not provide credits under our programs. Please reach out to the one of the program support teams so that they can best assist you. Sure. Yeah, that's it. So we are done with the waive off request, guys. I hope you got the clarity how to send the waive off request to the support team to make our bill amount as 0.
Sir, support team in the sense, program support in the sense, that is another team.
Yeah. With this, I'm closing my chat, guys. So we got thank you message. Good. Fine. So with this, I have closed my chat. Now you can go and check the billing and cost management. You can see what is the bill amount. I think I got logged out. Let me log in back to the AWS account. Yeah, I'm going to my billing page to see whether the amount made as 0 or not. Yeah, so currently it is 0.22. They will make our bill amount as 0. Good. Fine, guys. With this, we understood how to make waive off request in the AWS if you get the bill amount. Good. Thank you.